So, you're looking for a dog trainer in Paris. It can feel like a pretty big task, right? But honestly, it doesn't have to be. We're going to break it all down step by step to help you find that perfect professional for both you and your dog.
Just think about it. Having those peaceful walks around town, maybe by Perris Lake, or running errands without any fuss. A well-trained dog just makes life better. The goal is to have a happy, confident buddy who's comfortable pretty much anywhere. Okay, first things first. Before you even start searching for a trainer, the most important step is to get really clear on what you're trying to achieve. What does success actually look like for you guys?
So, take a minute and really think about it. What's the main thing you want to accomplish? What are the specific behaviors you want to work on, or which ones do you need to change?
Maybe your goals are all about the fundamentals. Basic obedience like sit and stay. Or maybe you're dealing with something more specific, like your dog dragging you down the street on walks or jumping all over guests. Knowing exactly what you need is going to help you narrow down your search a whole lot.
The format of the training is also a huge piece of the puzzle. The right one really depends on your goals. For example, if the issue is happening at home, like barking at the front door, well, in-home training makes a ton of sense. But group classes, they're fantastic for practicing focus around other dogs and people. All right, once you know what you're looking for, it's time for the next step, actually finding and checking out potential trainers to make sure they're the right fit.
You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. Basically, it's a way of training that rewards the behavior you want to see. This approach builds a really strong, trusting bond with your dog because it doesn't rely on fear or pain to get results. Now, here's something really important to know. The state of California doesn't actually license dog trainers. That means anyone can technically say they're a trainer. That's why certifications like these are so valuable. They show that a trainer is serious about their education and follows a code of ethics. When you start reaching out to trainers, you'll want to have some good questions ready. Think of this as your checklist. The answers they give will tell you a whole lot about their philosophy and if they're the right match for you and your dog.
Okay, next up, let's talk about the practical side of things. We're talking about your budget and some of the local rules you need to know as a dog owner here in Paris.
So here's a rough idea of what training costs look like in our area for 2025. Of course, prices can vary a lot depending on the service. A 6-week group class is going to be very different from a 2-week board and train program. It really helps to have a budget in mind that lines up with your goals.
It's also super important to know the local rules. Right here in the city of Paris, your dog needs to be on a leash in all public spaces. Then, separately, Riverside County requires all dogs over 4 months old to be licensed. And to get that license, you'll need to have proof of a current rabies vaccination.
The training doesn't just stop when the session with the trainer is over. The last, and maybe the most important step, is to take everything you've learned and apply it in real-world situations around town.
And hey, we're lucky to have some really great places to practice in and around Paris. Perris Community Park is perfect for working on leash skills with distractions like people and playgrounds, or you could head over to Perris Lake to practice staying calm with all the new sights and smells. Here's a great little rule to keep in mind, especially if you have a new dog. Patience is just so important. It really does take time for a dog to decompress, learn your routine, and feel like they're truly home. So be consistent and give them the time they need. Investing in training is about so much more than just having a dog with good manners. It's about building a stronger bond and creating a life where you can do more together. Having that confident, happy companion just makes everything better, from having friends over to exploring all the great spots our community has to offer. Best of luck on your training journey.